meditation around my own personal stuff, but also a little bit about where we're taking the work forward now. And I actually got a hi guys, I actually got some messages that have come through via the sun and the physical, non-physical beings that I work with, the Viridians, which some of you would know about by now. And I've mentioned that's the book I've been writing. So basically, what I was talking to a lady that I work with, the collaboration, Jennifer Starlight, and she'd mentioned she'd watched a video about, I think it was a lady, maybe over in America or somewhere. Actually, sorry, it's in Scotland. And she was talking about the corona, which is actually the sun's aura, or the energetic force field that sits outside of the sun, which I'm sure a lot of you know. Hi guys. And basically, this is because obviously we're transforming a lot of fear, and the heart chakra has to open, and the sun rules the heart chakra. It is the creative force. So basically, it was talking about how the wording of the corona is actually indicative of our movement through the shadow self. So it's there to highlight the shadow, okay? And it's the auric imprint that we have around our bodies that's now wishing to transform, which you could call a third dimensional or third density identity model, which is the force of energy that keeps us in physicality, but also keeps us under the veil of illusion, or in the veil of illusion. So because as we're moving to light body consciousness, fourth density living, you know, that illusion is starting to break up. And most of us now, well, especially in the transformational, shall we say, movement, or people that are more aware, are sort of half in and half out of 3D, 4D anyway. And a good sign of that is the light body symptoms, which I'm sure most of you know about. You know, headaches, dizziness, fatigue, low-grade symptoms of like colds and flus, so we can process energy. If it's a bit blocked, it's coming into the body and it's knocking the spine and the muscles and the bones out, because the consciousness has to come in and ground in the body. This is why it's also very important to be drinking a lot of water at the moment, because water, when consciousness comes into the meridian system, it transforms into electricity, and you need the water to move the electricity through the body. Okay, so this is really, really important at the moment, that you're coming back to the basics of just, you know, water, breath, meditation, sitting. And I've got some stuff here what I'm going to read off to you. There's a message from the sun, which is the physical creator. And there's a very good message about the divine feminine and the surrender to the divine feminine. Hi guys, everyone's saying hello. Just want to quick say hello to everyone. How you doing? And then there's a message from Spirit, which I just said, the Viridians that I'm going to work with, and it's a little bit about what we should be doing now. Little add-on to the last video and what other people have been putting out there about what we can do in this introspection, and it's brought up some good points. So I just thought I'd share that now. So this won't be a sort of meditation, although what I'm going to give you is a meditation in such that the sun is asking you to do something, which I'll read out in a minute. So I might just go into that first. I'll read that out and then we can just sort of catch up. This is not going to be a long video. I'm just going to do a lot of these top-up videos now, I think. So I'm going to start with the sun. So I'm reading these off because these are channeled, so they need to be read off. So excuse me for looking down. Okay, so I just put in, you know, the corona of the sun, as I've just explained. And the you can talk to all planets and all consciousness. Everything's living. You can talk to plants, cells. You can talk to insects, animals. All practice in our ancient cultures actually is quite normal. It's like us going down the pub and having a beer. It is that simple, that normal, just everyday life and occurrence. We've just forgotten this lost language. Okay, so you can connect with any consciousness. Everything is living. Everything is speaking. Okay, so I, the sun, reunite with you all once more. It is through my intention to hold more light in your magnetic universe that has brought Earth's shift in consciousness. We are all working tirelessly in the invisible world to reunite humanity with their co-creative consciousness, to bring union into a divided planet. You all seek union, and you are deeply coded cells as in cells in the body, are starting to fizz with unlimited possibilities, remembering their majestic presence in this universe. I am a male force that wishes to remind you that all come from the feminine force, that we all come from the feminine force, the unknown or the womb of all creation. Within the void of all creation, everything manifests. I am a powerful force that I could not exist without the divine feminine, for she is the birth of all of us. I have been worshipped, idolized, begged upon, given great reverence and respect. I am seen as the life giver of your planet. Through your egos, you see me as powerful, the most powerful in your solar system. So I can tell you that the feminine is all powerful. And through you and through your surrender to the womb of creation, you won't feel disempowered like the male force projects on your planet. Because that's very true. That's why women have been suppressed for so long. In fact, you will come more self-empowered because you cannot complete your 3D or third dimensional reality experience until you surrender to your power, to the feminine within you. So this is a great message for all of us now, bringing this in. I serve the feminine. As if I can do it, you can do it. So that's a great message. The one we see the most powerful is saying, I surrender to the feminine. So every male on every human being can surrender, because that is the only way we can move forward. Okay. The corona or aura is a magnetic field of my soul. So this is the soul. This is the corona force that actually sits, and it's actually much hotter than the actual sun itself. So it's the vibrational, so we could call it the aura, and that's what it's saying is the aura. The magnetic field of my soul. It is the glow of my light. It is the radiation I emanate to create life on your planet, but to now awaken humanity. So the consciousness within the sun is shifting. So it's actually, yes, it's changing the cellular structure in our bodies, which I've got a lot about in my book, but I'll talk about that another time, because we're really getting some very interesting stuff here now. This is all talking about atoms and molecules and everything. So I am sending light codes through my radiation into your pineal glands to open up the portal in the brain, whereby you will see the 3 points of the triangle that make up your 3D realm. The one holy trinity, if you will, of bringing alignment to your physical world, and through that alignment you may access your multidimensionality. The pyramid represents the 3 minds coming back into union, which is conscious, subconscious and unconscious. It is the magnetics of your conscious mind I wish to transform. The build-up of electrical charge has reached its peak, which is why humanity is in so much fear. And this is exactly where we are right now. Okay, it's exactly where we are right now. The corona, or my aura, wishes to mirror back to you your shadow self, which is our fear. If you invoke in me your desire to transcend the illusion of 3D, I will bring love, so much love, into your consciousness, where you can safely transform the deepest parts of your duality. Sit and meditate with me. Close your eyes and let my rays penetrate your third eyes into your pineal glands. I will show you what you need to transform, and then you must give space and work on these aspects of your consciousness. So you can, if there is no sun out, simply just go out in the sun, maybe do it. I mean, you can only look in the sun, on dusk really, to sort of look into it. But if you just close your eyes and just sit with the sun and have the intention of it penetrating the third eye into the pineal gland, this will start to transform, because your souls are already around you waiting for this to happen. So you don't have to do anything with your mind, okay? Just keep your mind out of it. Just sit and receive. The feminine is all about receiving. It's about understanding that on a soul level, everything is in order. Everything is known, that knows what it needs to do. There is no confusion, but the confusion comes when we try and bring our conscious ego minds into it. So really, don't sit there and start going, I have to manifest this, I manifest that, I've got to do this, I've got to think about that. Forget about that. Just sit there and receive, because you're having the intention to heal the pineal gland. So the sun and its intelligence will do that for you. Okay. This is really apt and it's timely for now. So make sure you capitalize on that. And that's all the messages I'm going to be bringing through every week are going to be for that week, because we are changing every week now, even more so. And as I said to you last time, the liver is going to be the next phase of the corona, but it's not the corona. The corona is just a doorway in to stirring up humanity. And Spirit have been very, very clear that myself and other people in my field have to ground this consciousness in human beings, so when they all turn up physically, it's not going to be such a freak out for everyone, because in our lifetimes they're going to turn up. It's already happening. So there has to be an understanding of who we are as beings of this universe, as multidimensional beings, and this is the first wave of consciousness that's coming to awake everyone up. Okay, so I want to just read the message, and this is the Viridian Consciousness that I work with. This is the book that I've channeled for them. So this actually came through this morning. So the Viridian message: this is a time to work on separation, a time to reflect now on your fear. So again, it backs up the sun's message. The processing of humanity's co-creative consciousness is now at the surface. So that means now if you work on yourself now, you're going to transform stuff that may take you a long, long time at any other time. So it's really important. And it's also because we've been given this time to do this work. And everyone's out there with all this hysteria and worrying. But it's if you go in here, there's so much joy and happiness that could be felt, and elation. And time just to disconnect from the mainstream is so important. Okay, so the processing of humanity's co-creative consciousness is now at the surface. It is time to forgive and release any attachments you have to the past, either people or events. If this is done through this isolation period, you will find that in May, as in a few weeks' time, you will start to lighten your hearts, and the inevitable changes that are starting to take place on the planet will be much smoother. So basically this transition that every human being is going through is going to be much smoother if you take time to work on these things now, because it's going to come up otherwise like a volcano in every human being. No one can escape this anymore. It doesn't matter if you don't believe in this work or not. It's reality. So there are many of those among you who will start to feel a difference within their awareness. You will start to feel a divide occurring within your consciousness. This will be most evident through feelings over the mind, or the mental chatter that has kept you stuck in fear, in lack, or with minimal strength and confidence. You will start to let go of the rigidity within your thoughts and beliefs, questioning your own behaviours, which I love that one, with a deeper sense of going within to make changes in your lives. You've got to ride this wave. You've got to ride it. It's a conscious wave, but it's going to take us into the abyss of the unknown, into to love everything. And it's not a hippie thing. This is about transforming, coming back to our power of what we were born with, what we were created with. So you need to minimalize the drama in your lives, because we all get caught in the drama. We get caught in these everyday dramas, and it holds our consciousness in 3D. So minimalize the drama in your lives. You've had the great gift in being able to disconnect from all the buzz and the frenetic energies that plague your cities and your lives. It is an opportunity to make changes and to really ask yourselves, what have you truly missed? And what haven't you really missed? And make changes where change is required. Try to rise above basal fulfillment and seek out a new way of exciting yourselves. Let go of the pettiness in your relationships and see truly what each person in your lives is mirroring back for you for your own growth and understanding. So this is, again, the ones that are close to you are there to teach you the best lessons most of the time. So really look at your partners, look at your children, look at your friends, and see what the real mirror is there, and really make the time now to get out of the drama and the pettiness of arguments and all the rest of it, because it's that energy that you've been caught in with that person for probably many lives. Because this life now is about really releasing a lot of multidimensional energies. So these issues with these people in your lives are occurring in other dimensions as well. But you have the power in this life because we're coming into consciousness in physicality while we're still awake, while we're still alive. Because every other time this has happened, there's been a great disaster and we've dropped back down in consciousness and we've brought ourselves back up again. But we're phasing into a dimension so this is a golden age, and it's never been done before. And these are the words of Spirit; they're not mine, so I trust them implicitly. Okay, so just coming back. So the last message is: find time to allow your consciousness the space to come into your auric field. Just set the intention and sit quietly with your eyes closed, and ask for a healing of whatever needs to transmute. You cannot fix anything through your minds, and this has been humanity's greatest lesson. I love that one as well. You must now allow divine intelligence to do the work through your own unique divine expression. So we are all threads of the same consciousness. So this is really important now, because Spirit are trying to get us back into the collective. Now the collective, because we're all in the collective anyway, but the collective means coming back into our soul body, which means grounding consciousness first into the body so we can realign with our soul and our spirit. And then we are back into our multidimensionality. So take time to sit with the sun, like I said. Take time to sit. Just rewind these messages. I'll just recap now, so you don't have to watch the whole video. So you can just come to the end. So the sun. I'm just going to recap on the meditation parts. So the sun is saying, sit and meditate with me. Close your eyes and let my rays penetrate your third eyes into your pineal glands. I will show you what needs to transform, and then you must give space and work on these aspects of your consciousness. Okay, so it's saying, if you invoke me in your desire to transcend the illusion of 3D, I will bring love, so much love, into your consciousness, where you can safely transform the deepest parts of your duality. And then the Viridian was just recapping, find time to allow your consciousness the space to come into your auric field. Just set the intention, sit quietly with your eyes closed, and ask for a healing of whatever needs to transmute. You cannot fix anything through your minds, and this has been humanity's greatest lesson. You must now allow divine intelligence to do the work through your own unique divine expression. Okay. All right. Well, thanks very much, guys. If you do that, and just, please post on if you're having it as well, just post so other people get a sense, in a few days, or when you've practiced or you've had an experience, just put it on the group, and then it just helps other people get confidence with the whole thing as well. And it's just here to share all this now and get it out to as many people as you can. So pass this on to friends and family. And I'll keep up to date with all these messages. And when anything comes through, I'll post it on here. All right, lovely to see you all. Thanks very much, guys. Take care.